MP?
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Fans have been waiting for it. They want to see the debut of MP. You'll get a chance to show what he can do as they make their home debut. You can feel the electricity in the building. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We got one more great treat for you folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me involved.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against San Antonio, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Brady Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram, and at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. And if you talk to guys who know MP, who grew up with him, they'll all say that he's checked in for Randle. So Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific and helped those teams. How did the Raptors make out when all was said and done?
Both of those players were upcoming free agents. It was difficult to judge the trade market. But with that said, the Raptors were able to get draft picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian RJ Barrett and Emmanuel quickly. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scotty Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Love Barnes. Love it.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. That's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Dick. Back to quickly. Ingram outside. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at. But thank you for your honesty in that one.
His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
Tries from 16. Almost, but it rolls out.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Both teams will make substitutions. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Shed. Here's Boucher. Here's Barnes. Can't get it to fall.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And the basket by MP.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
1:02 left in the first quarter. Here's Shed, covered by MP. Onside, Barrett. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Using some muscle there on the finish. I like seeing Barrett be active inside.
MP outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. It's stolen by Barrett. And they're pushing it up. Shed, that's good.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Timberwolves on offense. They're on an 18-4 run. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's MP. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And here is Ingram. No scoring in this one. Shoots over McDaniel. And the Raptors miss again.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he cut off every angle and then got his body on him. That's a Warriors effort.
MB getting it done for the Timberwolves. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this.
I didn't even start. They didn't even score. What the fuck? That's crazy. 2.5 minutes.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So for Toronto right now, R.J. Barrett is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Walter. And it's Shed in at point guard. And the league continuing jobs to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try if you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two. Let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. And he comes up with the deuce.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Pass to Boucher. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Raptors shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Second free throw, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
And Pirtle's got a high defensive IQ, great awareness, which is why he's able to block and alter so many shots.
Onside, Barrett. From 10 feet out. And that one hits back iron. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, 3 of the top, 5, 6 players, we got Doncic. You know, we've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo. And Jokic. I mean, the names go on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket. I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. Active quickly. Pass to Boucher. Here's Pirtle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The alley-oop. Out of hand on it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. A new lineup here. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column. They're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Yep, secure those boards, good things happen. Scientifically proven.
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. Hey, we got a question from Welcome Warbler asking, what sport do you think you could pick up at this point in your life?
I'm going to have to go with competitive swimming because my friends call me Shaq-Moo or Shaqua-Man when they see me get in the pool.
I'll go with cornhole because shoot is shoot, brother.
And that concludes.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the
Five.
changes here for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. And MP subbed in for Mike Conley. And then for Toronto, Chris Boucher comes in for Scotty Barnes. And Barrett subbed in for Dick. They've got MP. Julius Randle is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Randle, a screen on Boucher. From 15 feet away. And the basket by MP. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Quickly, that shot no good. Good defense by MP.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls. Anything they can do to get him started.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. MP's got 30 points.
Yeah, a big part of this run here has been their ability to score from mid-range.
And Toronto has possession. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Oh, the lob up high to stop the alley-oop.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for Toronto. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They need this. MP grabs the miss.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Left side, Barrett. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. A look at the field goal. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Ingram. Also Chris Boucher out there. Walter out there with Barrett. And it's Shed in at the 1 spot.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best. Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minard's checked in. Now here's Ingram. He's covered closely. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Minnesota's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. MP deciding where to go with it. Pass to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Here's MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, putting on a show with that dunk. MP just attacking the rim.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Ingram. Takes it off the glass. Ingram's got his first basket.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's MP. Nice move. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Pass to Boucher. Here's Shed. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now here's DiVincenzo. Picked by Reed. The drive by MP. Boucher with the steal. It's Barrett on the wing. The layup off target. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Ingram wide open. And the Raptors miss again.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's MP. There's 1:59 left to play here in the fourth. And he lobs it up.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. Knocked away. Pass to Shed. Onside, Barrett. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, finding some room there on the perimeter, the lefty R.J. Barrett knocks it down.
Inside.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out the punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And Reed throws it down.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. And it's MP with the rebound.
Well, that mid-range Jay usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Reed misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Quickly with it. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Ingram. Little with a screen on Clark. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by Shannon. And here is MP. Puts up a deep 3.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Shaq could dominate a game on offense like that.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
Never been to Maine. Have you?
Furthest I've ever been is New York.
Oh, but do you think it would be nice?
Yeah, water.
Thank you so much for shopping with it.
What up, Lewis? Appreciate you, big dog. Nah, I'm here, Lewis. I'm preoccupied watching something.